Another soldier emperor from Sirmium, the reign of Probus continued a pattern that had been set early in the 3rd century by Maximinus Thrax, in that he was always on the move. Under Probus we see the western boundaries of the empire strengthened. Born in Sirmium in 232, Probus was a career soldier. He came to the attention of Valerian and then served successfully under Claudius Gothicus, Aurelian and Tacitus. It was Tacitus who appointed him commander of the Eastern armies. The death of Tacitus and the brief reign of Florianus caused him to revolt in 276. After defeating Florianus' troops near Tarsus, Probus headed west. He was Aurelian's man through and through, and he dealt with the murderers of Aurelian. You can see this in the corridors of power. The man that Probus shared the consulship with in 278, and who was prefect of Rome for 3 years, was an Aurelian loyalist. Probus also finished the wars of Rome, begun by Aurelian. Militarily, it was a busy time. Almost as soon as he arrived in Rome in 278, he set out to stabilise Gaul and the Rhine frontier. Much is made of Probus's insistence of the planting of vineyards. Partly this was to encourage economic regeneration, but it was also to keep his soldiers busy and thoughts far from revolt. He then campaigned in Rhaetia and Illyricum. At the same time, Probus faced similar difficulties in Egypt. It was important to secure the grain supply. With a number of revolts against Probus, there were 3 in the west in 280-281 alone, you can see the local lack of faith in Roman military. In the decade after the death of Aurelian, it is noticeable how often parts of the empire revolted, allying themselves with local tribes rather than rely on Rome. In 281, Probus returned to Rome and celebrated a triumph, and prepared himself for a war against Persia. He set out the following year and made it as far as Sirmium. The coup against him was well organised. As soon as news broke that his praetorian prefect, Carus, had proclaimed himself emperor in Rome, he was murdered by his soldiers while overseeing drainage operations in the area.